Monday, the 20th of October. John started delivering bales, so I lost a couple off the backside, unfortunately, but that's 3 loads. He's only able to bring 8 at a time. So 24, we're getting 80. It's gonna be quite a few trips. He's gonna go try and get 2 more trips in today. He's been bringing them since 11. It's about 2 o'clock now. He doesn't live that far away, so it's not too horrendous, but we are trying to get that site filled up. It is windier than heck right now, and so I don't know why I'm walking this way. I forgot. I was just going to check on the calves down here, make sure our mailbox is staying shut, because it is beyond windy. It's just starting to rain a little bit, so we're going to see what happens. Oh, I remember I came here to pick some of this celery. We planted leaf celery for the first time this year. And I'm just going to use a little in our lunch. I've been surprised I haven't been covering this like I have been the tomatoes during the frost nights, and this stuff has held up pretty good to the frost. But the sky's getting darker. It was supposed to be raining hard by now, and it isn't. But the wind definitely signals a shift. So hopefully we're supposed to get an inch. We need it. It's Wednesday morning, late. I'm walking dogs, and I could finally speak again. Had a tooth pulled yesterday, the same tooth I had a root canal on earlier that failed, and my tooth cracked in half. Anyway. So yesterday was the day, and I kind of blotted out the whole day because when I got back home, whoo boy, I had to be anesthetized for the thing, so nothing got done. I took a nap for about 5 hours. And so yeah, today we're back to bale stacking. Hopefully John can get another significant amount. We got 32 here Monday. And hopefully he can get at least 32 here. That's 2/3 of it. Because at the end of the week, I'm hoping to start bringing bales home from Thomaston. So I got 50 to cart back with Greg for that. So if we can get the better quality silage bales that I'm buying stacked there, then get a majority of them today, that'd be great. I'm just setting up to give the cows the last third of this field. Seems to have worked okay, just to give them unfettered access. The grasses, I'd be worried about them grazing out, are already so low, and they're just out cleaning up the tufts of orchard grass and meadow fescue, and that works fine for me. That's why I sent them out here. And this might just we're mild enough for the next week or so, so I'm putting a back fence up just so that the cows, I'm putting up a back fence because we have a mild week ahead of us, a couple mild weeks maybe, and that just gives this grass behind a chance to regrow a bit, and the cows aren't on it. And it also makes it easier for gathering them at night when they're reluctant to come in, because it's just less of a space to have to chase them all over the place. It is, Wednesday? Yeah, so we got rain Monday afternoon, just after we started getting bales, about the time we finished with the bales, fortunately. And then it rained steady through yesterday morning, which was a little concerned, because yesterday was, apart from my tooth being pulled, was an important day, because it was a first day we've ever sent a pallet of cheese out of here, and we weren't even here to see it go out because of the tooth, but it had to be assembled prior to us leaving, and then we left it tarped, and fortunately the rain stopped before we had to build the pallet. So yeah, I was happy that the rain broke. We got Happy that the rain broke for that. We got about almost 3/4 of an inch, I think. I don't know, our rain gauge for some reason didn't record all the rain that fell, and for a few minutes during a downpour, a tarp had blown over it that was protecting the tomatoes and blocked it from getting rain in it. So we don't know how much rain we got, but predictions were about 3/4 of an inch. Now I have to cross the heifers, the calves. Hello, Mims. Let me get in here and I'll give you some scritches. Okay. Hello, Mimsy. Hey, I thought you wanted some scritches. There's my Mimolette. Hi, baby. She looks just like her grandma and her auntie. Hey, Cass. Hey, bud. You're so handsome. Hi, Mimolette. Come on, Mims, love. Hey, Roar. How you doing, sweetie? Is it cuddle time? Is that what this is about? It's Hug a Farmer Day. All right, sweeties, I can't fool around with calves all day. We gotta finish milking and we gotta move bales. Didn't see them all day yesterday because of my tooth. This morning, gathering the cows is a vastly different prospect than yesterday or last night when it was pitch black out here. And let me tell you, black cows or wet cows in a pitch dark night in a fog. Thank God we had bells on them. They got all this field area here. They were scattered from hell to breakfast. And it took me almost an hour to round them up because they didn't want to come in. Because they only started going out to pasture. Come on, Lana, let's go. Only started going out to pasture about 4 o'clock when the rain ended. Come on, Lana, let's go. Now I'm trying to round them up this morning. They do not want to go in. But it's a beautiful day today. It is the 22nd of October. Yesterday, got the last of the 75 bales, 73, 75 bales, whatever, that I bought. That's 10 less than I thought I was getting, but also he said the 10 that he didn't bring were really bad, torn, and woodchucks had gotten into them, so I'd rather not buy crap. And there's some holes in some of these already that's going to degrade the quality. Come on, ladies, let's head in. Come on, Lottie. No, let's go. Really pokey cows this morning. Come on. Bramble, Nettle, let's go. I was just working on the calving dates for the cows that we know are pregnant. And we think that the first date is going to be in December with an oddball birth. And then we're going to start in end of February and early March with a clump of births, and then probably a few in April and then May so far. And there's also going to be some late summer calving because we still haven't bred a couple of cows. And we have to verify that everybody's still pregnant, but we know a handful are or aren't right now. Yesterday, pouring rain during the day. I think we got an inch over the last couple days for sure. Come on, Nettle, in you get. And that's great. Now we just need that again this week. And let's see, till ground freezes, it's usually in mid-December. So yeah, even if we got an inch a week, that's not enough to make up for the deficit. between now and then. That's only 8-10 weeks. Yeah, not even. That's through January. So depends on what kind of winter we're having. We need a lot more rain than that. I expect in November we'll probably get a few rains that are in the order of a couple inches at a time. Right now, these 1-inch rains are almost too much because the ground's so dry on the surface, mud everywhere. But once the ground starts dampening, it'll be more open to receiving heavier rains. The drought isn't going to break, but we're getting more rain. The well should start filling up a little better. We won't have as much concern. And as long as the grass greens up and grows a little bit before winter, before frost and heavy freezing, then that'll be better too. Come on, Luna, let's go. One of the reasons I don't like buying silage is I have to buy it sight unseen. And well, generally I feel I can trust the people I'm buying it from because they're dairy farmers or beef producers and should know what a good bale is. I end up getting screwed. And so I am now out today. I've been gone all day, deliveries, and then I had some maintenance to do in the creamery building. The bale that I unwrapped for the cows last night, which should have been silage, turned out was kind of moldy hay. And really, the cows aren't even touching it. I put it out for them last night. I had to pull off a lot of mold, and they barely touched it. They dug around underneath it for the silage that was already there. And then put it out again this morning with the idea that I was going to move the bale down to the heifers and let them eat it, get something better for the cows. But I had to go on delivery, so I didn't get to do that. And now I got to try and sneak in here, and I have to take that bale out of where I'm feeding it without destroying anything. Reach over everything here. This new the new feed system is right in the new system is right in the way. So can I get that bale? All right, I grabbed the bale. Let's see if I can get that out of there without breaking anything. Whoa! Too far over. I don't want to drive over anything that have nails in it. Alright, let's get this out of here. Alright, so I got that out of there. I'm gonna go set it up front. I'll roll it out for the calves, but it has mold almost halfway through the bale. Not toxic mold. I mean, the calves can pick around it, they'll be fine. I just don't want to risk the pregnant heifers and the pregnant cows. So we're gonna we're gonna take that out of there. But yeah, so I was buying silage. I paid money for silage, and I got a moldy, shitty hay bale. So that's one down, and now I got 73 more, or 70 more bales. What are they gonna be like? So yeah, I hate buying silage from people. I mean, I'm doing what I could because of the drought. I'm just gonna set this bale here and leave it out front here for the calves. And I got a spot where I want to unroll it anyway, and a lot of it's going to go to waste. We've got the public coming on Sunday. I want to cover over a muddy area with a bale, so that'll be perfect for that. I was just going to use one of my hay bales, but my hay bales are much better quality than that. So now I got to go try and find a silage bale that's not moldy, that'll feed the cows. Too early in the season, but this is second cut from last year, so that is a problem also. But beggars can't be choosers. So yeah, another reason I don't buy bales is just that you don't know what they are. These have been moved 2 or 3 times now. Some of them have holes in them, which means there's going to be mold and spoilage. So I paid a premium, and they were delivered, thankfully. But I paid a premium for bales, and I got one bad one. The first one that I put out for the cows, they ate just fine. So anyway, now I gotta go grab a bale. But the other thing I don't like, and why I don't do it, is these bales have been stored on their side, as it were, not on the top and bottom where the wrap is the thickest, like I store them. And I'm noticing that the side that was on the ground is really wet and also has the most spoilage. So I don't know if that's a factor. Whether keeping them on the side like that is a factor of that spoilage, but certainly not a fan of it. All right, I've grabbed a new bale. I'm gonna go set it down there, open it up, see. But now the problem is, so I've in trying to find something to feed the cows this morning, I made a big pile of moldy hay that's right in my way, and because I was gone and had maintenance to do, I haven't cleared and done the chores today that I was going to do today, which was muck out the barn and move all the dead, the old silage and moldy stuff out to the compost pile and basically clean up. Because I didn't get to do that, that means now I gotta reach over a big pile of moldy hay in order to set this bale down to where I can feed it out to the cows. But first I gotta unwrap it and hope to heck that this one is good and not moldy. All right, this bale is proper silage and very little mold on the outside of it. So I'm hoping that there's very little mold on the inside of it. Now let's see if I can sneak in here past the edge of this handling unit. Normally I do this with a skid steer, but oh shoot, that IBC tote's right in the way. Let's see if I can shove that a little closer to the girls. without getting in trouble. Okay, that's better. Pull that duff hay back. Now, crossways in the drive, do that. Alright, I think tragedy is averted. Boy, I don't like doing that with the tractor with that pile of lumber right there. Yeah, I'm afraid that the pile of silage is going to go by much too fast. That it takes my herd, well, my bales takes them 2.5 days to go through. I figured 2 days per of these bales. So I got 75, that's 150 days. There are 210 days a year that I feed hay out. Now, a lot of that, there'll be 4 dry cows at once, so they can get hay and high and lower quality silage, my first cut. So that'll alleviate the stress of these bales. And certainly in the spring, there'll be more dry, so they can get this. And then we're also going to drop the 3 heifers out. So that's a little bit more savings. So I think we'll squeak by. And I'm going to buy, I have some first cut silage from someone. Again, I'm buying it, but I trust that they're doing the right thing. I have some first cut that I'm buying that should also bridge that gap. I think I'll get 25 bales. That way I've got my 210 days of silage, and then my hay, my silage, I've already fed out 30 bales of my silage for all my first cuts gone to get through the drought. So I'll have some late first cut silage. I'll have plenty of hay, and I'll have the silage that I'm buying, and the other 25 bales that we're buying. That should get us by without having the cows go just on hay. We've got plenty of feed. It's just a matter of making it work. I got the nutritionist scheduled to come next week, I think, so we can dial in what we need to do to make sure that the cows are well fed this winter. The other thing, I don't like buying silage. Now that I've got our cloth baler, this silage isn't cut. It isn't chopped. And it's a pain to feed out. And the bales aren't that dense either. So I love my dense bales. I love that they're chopped. They're easy to feed out, so easy to feed out. And so anything that I buy, I doubt anybody that I'm buying from has a chopper baler. So that's going to be an issue. It will wear me out by the end of the winter. So I'm out here cleaning off the feed rail slab for only the second time since we've had it. And wondering how sustainable this is, because I'm clearing off a lot. I've already hauled 3 grapples full of debris away, and I'm just cleaning up the last pile that the grapple won't hold. Now, granted, some of that is from the nature of the bales I'm feeding. I've fed out the end of my first cut silage bales had a lot of brushy stuff in some of the bales, so there was a pile of this brushy, leafy material which had started to mold. But then I'm on my 3rd or 4th bale of the silage I bought, and this bale that I was hopeful for last night is moldy through and through. So I'm going to take that rest of that bale down to the heifers and feed them with it. They can pick through it, and I got to hope that the next bale, so that's the 3rd bale, this had some form of mold that I bought, and I'm not happy about that. Now the cows, like that mold there, the cows will eat and it'd be fine. It's basically a yeast, not really a mold. And some of the white molds are okay, but there's a green and a brown and a red mold that I do not want the cows into. Heifers will pick through it, they'll be fine. I think the problem with those bales, now if many more bales are that bad, I'm gonna have to say something. I mean, I'll accept a couple bales here and there, and it's not like the whole bale is totally wasted. I could sit there and pick through it, but I don't want the dairy cows picking through it. I recall now that I wasn't gonna buy bales from him after the last time I bought them, precisely for this reason. I don't think he uses enough wrap, and he stores them on their side. Storing them on their side causes a lot of moisture to collect. It's the weakest part of the wrap. The bales go deformed, and it seems to be the wetter side, the bottom of the bale where it's been stored, is what is the worst on any of these bales. But then I also, 6 wraps is minimum. 6 layers of wrap is minimum. I think he's only putting 4 on. So the wraps, once I've cut them off, feel a lot lighter than the wraps on my own. And I think that is also part of the problem. He's not sealing out enough air. So, yeah, and I recall that decision from before. Anyway, I had no choice. I had to buy something for the cows, and he had the most available. But, so there's a high level of rejection that I'm having to clear away here. Now, I think once we get the silage dialed in and over the winter, there'll be less rejection than what there is now. Because where the skid steer is parked right now, I'm hoping to have a roof over this. I don't want to have to be coming in here. I mean, I can turn the skid steer to the side of the slab down there and scrape it in if it's only a little bit, or I just have to clean it off more often. This has been a week in between, I think. Maybe I have to clean it every day, or at least get rid of the stuff every day. I don't know. Or hopefully not have it. It's one thing, the little rejection that the cows leave at the end of a day, and put that aside, but all this stuff I'm having to pull off the bales because it's moldy is a different story. So then, yeah, because once there's a roof and a structure on this, I won't be able to put the skid steer there easily, especially if the bale's in the way. So I got to figure out how to work that. Yeah, there's a little bit of a problem with the way this is formed right now, and the fact that we live on a slope. Now, where the handling unit is, this slab will plane out there, and there have to be a retaining wall and a way in to get onto the 2 slabs for feeding. But for now, this is what we got. And a little bit of a problem in the heavy rain the other day, because this slab is level in the corner without any kind of drain buffer from the driveway, the roadway, a lot of mud washed onto the slab, which is not ideal. Don't want the cows eating mud or manure or any of that, because that just, anything that the hay touches, they reject because of that. So, yeah, I want to figure out what to do with that aspect of things as well. But so anyway, today was cleaning up this. Like I said, I got rid of 3 grapplefuls of my log grapple and hauled them over there to the manure pile. Clear this out. I'm going to scrape the barn down, and then I'm going to move this bale down to the heifers, move the ring for them, bring the cows hopefully a new bale that isn't as moldy. I mean, the very first bale I opened from what John brought me was great. The cows devoured it, and it had a nice smell. I mean, this stuff smells like silage, but it's not. The cows aren't chomping at it, partly because of that mold, probably. Anyway, the heifers will eat it and be thankful for it. Yeah, I just hope that I didn't buy a pile of stuff the cows aren't going to eat, because that's going to be grim. Well, I don't know what good I did. I pushed manure around in the barn. When it's that sloppy with the bucket, it's really hard to clear out, and doesn't help having the calves in there. And yeah, I know they're still in there. I keep saying they gotta come out. Turns out I can't move them by myself, and trying to nail down Allison and her busy schedule just means the calves stay in the barn. At least they're not suffering. They're doing all right. They're kind of thriving. So I got to get some shavings, some wood chipped to throw down in the barn. That'll clear out the majority of it. It'll be easier to clean. And then once I'll throw some wood chip in there, let the cows in for a few days, clear the whole thing out, lime the barn, get it all ready for winter. Have about a month, maybe. It just depends on when we get the first snowfall. It's nice and mild today. One of the reasons I'm tackling some of this outdoor stuff, we got an event here tomorrow. This whole interface, the ramp and this yard, everything needs a redesign. There's just way too much manure here to be practical. So it's hard to clean up on the stone surface. So this needs concreted, I think. Something. Make it easier to clean up. Or wait till it dries out, get a broom for the skid steer and sweep it off, sweep up the dirt and the manure. Because also just like cleaning out the barn means the tracks are coated in it, and a lot of debris that I'm gonna have to wash off, and coming up on all this stuff hanging out there, the tracks. Coming up soon, as soon as the nights start getting cold, I'm gonna have to start washing the tracks every time I get them dirty like that, or they freeze solid. So that's coming all too soon. I gotta make a little place to be able to do that. For now, I'm gonna swap out that bale and get the heifers fed, bring another bale down for the cows. I'm gonna move the excavator behind the barn because I gotta start thinking about getting the heating system up and running, which means moving that metal shed back there out of there, clearing that whole area. We're going to put a shipping container back there as the housing for the wood boiler system. That's for another day.